we were able to catch up with the New Orleans Saints coach, Jim Haslett.
Well, I don't think you really can describe it. It's, you know, what we've gone through is really minimal compared to what the people on the Gulf Coast in New Orleans has gone through. And so any inconveniences we have, and we've had a lot of them, you know, really don't measure up to what other people are going through. So I think our guys kind of feed off of that. You know, they know getting on the buses, you know, going to Gold's Gym to lift weights is minimal compared to what other people are going through.
So your team draws some strength from what the rest of your community is going through.
Well, I think the team does understand this, that if we can keep the Saints in the limelight and we can win some games and we can hopefully get to the playoffs in the long run, as long as we're out there and we're playing well, I think the Gulf Coast, the city, will also be out there, and I think that also, you know, keep raising money for them, and it won't be a forgotten story after a couple of weeks.
So what do you think of your home stadium here for the home opener?
You know, it doesn't bother us where we play. You know, I think the travel bothers us more than anything. But, you know, I told those guys, this is what you do on a field, and the field's dimensions are all the same around the country, and really doesn't make a difference. And, you know, our guys will come out here, and they're going to play their hearts out tonight, and hopefully we can come away with a win.
Yet under your leadership, the team has gone 25-16 on the road. Why has it been such an effective road team?
Well, you know, I don't know. We do a good job of bonding together on the road, and we kind of pit, you know, that everybody's against us, all the fans, and I think we're more relaxed. We really got nothing to lose. We just come out and try to play hard and play smart, and if we can get those things accomplished, you know, we have a chance to win the game.
And Rich, one other football note. The New Orleans Saints starting cornerback, Fakir Brown, sustained a knee injury in practice on Saturday, bumped his knee. He will be unable to start tonight. Stepping into his spot will be Jason Kraft, yet another obstacle the Saints are going to have to overcome.
All right, Adam, we'll be coming back to you throughout this 2-hour edition of NFL Total Access, and of course out there after the games are all concluded. That's Schefter on the field. Look what we have here, TD. We have
that's pretty nice.
These are all shirts that are being sold for, obviously, to help out the hurricane relief. Be a Saint T-shirts, Reebok.com. So where you can log on right now. See, you wanted a phone number, now you get a shirt.
Exactly. I need my computer right here.
See, now you get a shirt.
It's so for me?
I think it's your size.
I
don't know if it is
small.
or not.
This is a small.
Is it? It's not a small.
I think it's a small.
It's huge. that's quite a small right
nice,
there.
Pretty
all
nice.
right, so Be a Saints T-shirt at Reebok.com. Now we go from shirts to skin.
Response and peace of mind 24 hours a day. Call now.
6 days to Sunday, a unique and unscripted look into the daily life of the NFL.
Y'all make us feel like that we back home again, baby.
Check out the New Orleans Saints on 6 days to Sunday, Thursday at 8:30.
We're here with Commissioner Paul Tagliabue. Commissioner, can you talk about all the preparation that went into a night like this and what will make it a success?
Well, our people and the Giants people and the Saints have done a phenomenal amount of work, and the idea which we really hatched on the 1st of September was to understand that in the Gulf Coast region they had an unprecedented disaster, and the nation was going to see it as a tragedy, and we had to do something to rally the nation to help. And the things that everyone has come up with is phenomenal, and Monday Night Football is a special platform, and many other organizations are helping, and so we feel like we're just doing a little bit of citizenship and doing what we're doing.
Has it surprised you how much teams and individual players have stepped up to contribute?
Not really, you know. I think you could see after 9/11, but just as important, in so many other contexts, our players are out there, and when you see a guy like Work Done doing what he's done for many years, helping people build homes when their families are lost in law enforcement activities, knowing that he's from Baton Rouge, you knew that Work Done was going to step up. And what he did with visiting our troops over in Iraq earlier this year, you knew these guys were going to step up, and they did. He's just one example of dozens, and it's what you expect of people who have performed at this level on the field and off the field.
Now, a week ago, you had the chance to visit Louisiana, visit a Red Cross shelter, visit a high school in that area. What did you take away with you on that visit?
Well, the high school, just as an example, you have a high school of 900 boys, and they're adding 600 boys from the New Orleans area to their school. And they're going to be teaching from 7:45 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, 2 shifts. For people to do that, and they're taking all those kids and bringing them into the homes of the students in the school in Baton Rouge, it's a tremendous thing, but they need help, and hopefully tonight we can get them some of the help that we're going to need. The same in the American Red Cross shelter in Baton Rouge. Many, many great things being done, but there's a long way to go.
The Saints have provided so much hope to that region. Do you feel the country rallying behind them at all and rooting for them now?
Well, I said from day one that the Saints would become America's team. The Saints Come Marching In be the theme song of the NFL for the 2005 season. And Bob Kraft said to me that just as the Patriots became America's team after 9/11 and won that Super Bowl, maybe we'll see history repeat itself with the New Orleans Saints.
Do you feel they're at any type of competitive disadvantage with the schedule that they'll be playing this season now?
Well, the schedule's tough. Anytime you don't play at home, anytime you've got to travel a lot, you have to think about those issues. But in terms of travel, the 49ers won 5 Super Bowls with some of the most demanding travel in the history of the National Football League, just because the way of our divisional alignments were at that time. And I think that, I'm not the first to say it. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, and I think that's what Jim Haslett and his players are going to demonstrate throughout this season.
Commissioner, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Back to you, Rich.
All right, Adam. You have that for me? Joe Horn getting ready for the I guess the home opener. That's technically what they call it. Signing autographs for the fans in the Meadowlands, where we'll visit when we come back.
It's an absolutely gorgeous afternoon for a season opener, even under these circumstances.
In the face of common tragedy, the New Orleans Saints united and inspired everyone who was watching.
What an opening drive to begin this season for the Saints.
Carrying the hopes of an entire region, the Saints played with pride and purpose.
The Saints will take the football over with 59 seconds left, and we're tied at 20. Brooks steps up and delivers. Yes, caught inside the 40 at the 38-yard line by Joe Horn.
All eyes were on John Carney as he lined up for the game-winning field goal.
47 yards away, the kick is up, has the distance, and it is from 47 yards out. One of the most memorable games in New Orleans Saints history, given the circumstance.
That's right, Rich. We're here with one of the biggest Saints fan there is, Harry Connick, the great singer. And Harry, you've sung at Super Bowls before. Does this have any of the feel of a Super Bowl type event?
This feels huge, man. I mean, it's Monday night, and it's the Saints, which is a really big combination for a Saints fan. So I'm more excited now than I was when I sang at the Super Bowl.
You were talking here before about what a big Saints fan you are. Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, my dad used to take me to the games, they started in '67. That's when I was born. So as long as I can remember, I remember seeing Archie Manning play and Conrad Dobler and Chuck Muncie and Maurice Spencer and all those guys. And then now we have just, I think, the best team we've probably ever had. So it's really, really exciting to watch them.
Harry, how much has the hurricane impacted you and your family?
Well, personally, we've had some family members that lost their homes. Some weren't bothered at all by it, other than having to be displaced in other cities. But just emotionally, it's so difficult for us as a community. But I feel very positive about it, and being here at the Saints game, this is a big morale booster for all of us. Win or lose, it's something that brings us together as a community, and I'm thrilled about that.
You spent some time in New Orleans recently. What is the one image that you have in your mind that you'll never be able to erase?
Well, I try to focus on the positive things and the spirit that the people had. I saw a lot of terrible things when I was down there, obviously, right after the storm hit, but the people are so wonderful, man. I'm so proud of the people that are from New Orleans, and I'm proud to call myself a New Orleanian, and I just remember that everybody had a very positive feeling that eventually, after all of the crisis is over, there'll be a slow rebuilding process, and we'll get to be probably stronger than we were before.
Harry, thanks for taking some time today. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Back to you, Rich.
All right, Adam, thanks so very much. Interesting, he's from New Orleans. He doesn't sound like it, TD.
No, he doesn't.
Not even at all. Sounds like he's from the Bayou. Michael Strahan was questionable for this game with a bad back, but he looks pretty probable to me right there, don't you think?
Got some good music going on, That's healing music.
Very nice. That's our traveling music to hit the break. We'll be right back. Bush 41 chatting with the commissioner of the National Football League. 1-888-635-5944 is the number to call to help out in this monumental evening. As you can see right there, it's basically our president, meaning the NFL, and Bush 41. Two more big faces. We're like a Mount Rushmore on this program so far. 2-hour edition of NFL Total Access taking you up until kickoff of the Giants and Saints. Still to come here on the father of Bush Deuce, chatting up Deuce McAllister. Deuce McAllister, the Morton, Mississippi native, hails from Ole Miss, plays for the Saints, so you know the significance of this game is not lost on Deuce McAllister. The commissioner chatting up a man who deserves many kudos on this evening. He's the police chief of New Orleans, Edwin Compass, one of many New Orleans dignitaries in the Meadowlands for the Saints game against the New York Giants. 1-888-635-5944 is the number for everyone to call, and call right now. Adam Schefter joining us from the Meadowlands once again. Adam, you got a chance to spend some time with the Saints recently, did you not?
Yeah, it was very interesting, Rich. Last week we were down in San Antonio where basically there were all kinds of moving boxes. The Saints were just moving in. They had gotten back from San Jose. They'd returned to San Antonio. They were on their way to Carolina, and in a way, their journey is just beginning.
I think you brought some joy to a bunch of people's lives. Sure. And I know you did to mine. We it.
1, 2, 3. We it. You ain't gonna keep us down forever, baby.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Never say never. You're too bad.
Hey, that was for the state of Louisiana, baby.
The whole South. Go South.
Hey, on 3, we it. 1, 2, 3. We it.
I get it as a new saying for the team now. We it.
We it for the Gulf South, so we it.
We it. We what they looking at. They're gonna be looking at us every week, so we gotta go out and play for the Gulf. I think that's gonna carry us at least early in the season.
I want to dedicate this whole season to the people back in Louisiana. So for us to keep going and make the people proud as well as ourselves, we got to play hard like this every week, week in and week out.
Actually, nobody expected us to win today and probably don't expect us to win too much. I mean, we're talking about 10, 12 road games. So we're going to go in a lot of games, just us, you know, and that's our little new slogan, you know, is all we got is us.
Please have everyone's attention. The New Orleans Saints are in the building.
Oh, yeah. We're going to take care of business, baby.
Y'all did a good thing.
Thank you, Doc.
The peak was last Wednesday, and there were 1,393. And today, I believe there's around 1,100. I'm thinking they'll be here for probably at least 2-3 more weeks.
How long were you at the convention center before you?
8 days.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Food, water?
3 days, no.
What's going on? Hey, come on,
Never went through nothing like this in my whole life. It took me.
I'm going to turn around for you.
Take care.
Yes, sir. Whole new thing, man.
Okay.
Whole new thing.
Stay strong now.
Hey, put this camera on my man right here. He's still missing his family and kids. It's important if you happen to see, to let them know. Everybody wants to know that somebody cares about them. And New Orleans Saints, as a team, as a family, we care about the city of New Orleans and everybody in it.
No surrender, no retreat.
Brother and sister.
You know?
Yeah.
I like that one Sunday because it took some of the pain out, you know?
What's your name?
Willie Whitehead.
Willie Whitehead.
D-tackle, yeah.
Number 98?
Uh-huh.
All right, then.
Yeah. How you treating you? Everything good?
Everything going fine, man.
That's good, man.
Daddy is here in San Antonio. You can give me a call at 210-380-0359. And just let me know y'all all right.
I have a brother that we don't know where he's at. His name is Curtis Randolph Cochran. And I have a father that don't know where he's at. His name is George Luther Cochran.
It's still positive, you know what I mean? I didn't think they were going to be this upbeat and excited to see us, but, you know, kind of puts all this stuff in perspective. It's just
Oh, yeah,
something
we
else.
sang something.
I really do appreciate y'all coming, brother, for to pick up our spirit, brother, to what, brother, we done went through, brother. Yeah. Man, brother, y'all make us feel like that we back home again, baby. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
888-635-5944 is the number to help recover and rebuild. 888-635-5944.
William Joseph, New York Giants.
Tiki Barber, New York Giants.
Plexico Burrs.
Jared Lorenzen, New York Giants.
Frank Walker, New York Giants.
Jermaine Duckett, New York Giants.
Tim Hasselbeck. David Tyree. Jabril Wilson.
New York Giants.
New York Giants.
New York Giants. New York Giants.
Eli Manning, New York Giants.
When you buy Saints apparel at RBK.com, Reebok will donate 100% of their profit to the Bush Clinton Katrina Fund.
Be a Saint.
Joe Horn getting set for the Saints Monday nighter against the Giants, hoping to break that Saints streak of losses on Monday night. They haven't won a Monday nighter since 1992. The game kicks off at 7:30 Eastern time on ABC. Then at 9 Eastern, most of the country will have to flip over to ESPN to watch the next game, to watch the rest. The Giants wearing their away whites at the Meadowlands, getting ready for a Monday nighter against the Saints. You can see they do very well against the Saints in Giant Stadium, but this is on Monday night. Well, they're 15-29 and 1 all time. Let's take you to the best of coach speak now from Monday.